Murder! Damn it, why me? I can't get caught not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Let's go, Crimson. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Look at this guy. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hello, Booberella. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad you made it on time with my big boobs. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like that. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the dude before the case? This fucked? Yes. Actually, I gotta owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Oh, wait, wrong voice. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's because he got blowies from him. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't, no sir. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Anyway, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? My dick. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, something smells, it's usually the butts. The 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault and he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took on the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. That Butts luck, man. August 3rd. Oh, look at that remastered art. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thanks. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking. Arms sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Phoenix, Wright. Yeah, oh god, this is a hard one. Oh man. I'm gonna guess it's Larry. Larry seems right. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this. Glad I read the case report to cover so many times. Her name is Cindy. It's a wait. No, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, you're absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed on the court record. Just press tab to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me. I'm begging you. The only thing you need to beg for me, baby, is for me to do things. I want to do things to Mia. But first, I'm going to drink some of this delicious soda, zero sugar. Zero sugar soda from a red can. It's a company that I'm not advertising for free.
Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case?
Mia Fey Cinderblock. Or Cindy Stone. I'm gonna guess Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death?
She died because she was poisoned? Hit with a blunt object, or strangled? She was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. But I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim, along with my self-esteem.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Hit the button. Oh, he gavelled. He gavelled. We're in trouble, he gavelled.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Buzz to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any info that might happen to your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh god, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, look at that freaking champion. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She was just not taking my phone calls anymore, or seeing me. Ever.
What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Buns, is what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Oh man. 7:30 the day before the murder.
Indeed, she appears to have returned to the day before the murder.
Dave, no way. The victim was a model. Did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We clearly can see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, there is a way of running his mouth in all the wrong direction. Should I? No, we're just gonna wait and see what happens. Well, Mr. Butts, babe, no way. That she-dog, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. He wants to commit suicide just like me.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not going so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. The defendant is lying. Lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Buzz's lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, but before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant leaving the scene of the crime.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawa to the stand. Oh, look at this sassy gentleman. Mr. Sawa, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Oh, hot damn, witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Like, we straight up have a clip of him doing it. I know. I went to a nearby park and found a phone. Remember the time exactly? It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Like, we literally watched him do it in the beginning intro. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Boy, from noon to 6. Take note. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you explode the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? This line, you can't do that.
Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've had the contradiction, present it and rub it in his face. Okay. Can I rub your boobs?
Maya's stacked, man.
Mia's
got nice ones. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions. Let's see. I would too. I'm pretty sure they make pillows of Mia.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m.? You sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do to point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. Keep it one and the whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony. Time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotaped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the understanding. I
hope you guys see the issue here. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
That's right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. Alright. No electricity. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solid, the court will refer to an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That have you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, a murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Saw the clock? I guess that would explain it. Defense may cross-examine. Gladly. During the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, a murder weapon.
Oh, really? The statue.
Objection!
It is a statue, sir, not a clock. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? The best track in the whole series. I love this track, I'm gonna let it play for a second. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid.
Hey, I saw it there, okay?
That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and say the time out loud. Doesn't look like a clock. I submitted as a statue. My apologies.
What? What? What is this? This is clown court. This is kangaroo court. This is kangaroo court. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known this weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testifies that he never entered the apartment. Seriously, who would believe this man? Clearly a contradiction. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh, yeah?
Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid. The sound must have left you quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I saw. Oh my God, he threw his hair. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him the death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Oh boy. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy that Mr. Sawat heard in the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh God, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like a clock, it's running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that, you don't have a case. Crap. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? You're so close. Mr. Wright, seems you lack the criminal evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawat. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Don't let this. Think. But Chief, it's over. Can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I can. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and look on the habit. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the courtroom record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Oh, tough words. Let's see who pulled this one off. Let's see this evidence. Give me the passport.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. When the clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Ooh, got him, boy! What did I say? Where's all this mark here? Ooh, got him! Yay! Well, this case certainly turned out different than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested, has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. With that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let him in to do his dirty work. When he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. The rest is a storybook. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. Defendant lobby number 2. Can't believe I won.
Right, good job in there. Now you'll get to motorboat these titties. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's titacular. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'm dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy is gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a whore. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you.
Yes, here I can practically see the line. Harry Butts, innocent.
Well, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that?
Actually, I made this for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? Stay away from your waifu.
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize me, it's okay.
No, I'm not just sympathizing, really.
People keep texting me.
second. People asking me questions. Okay. Alright. It's dealt with. Obnoxious sympathizing is not right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh. Hey, alright. What the heck is she talking about? Take that! Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Oh, make of it what you will. Hey, Nia, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. You never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Now grab my titties. Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. That part. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Dude, she just hit on Phoenix. So my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Maya. Only I didn't know then, but that clock was going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Did you hear ringy dingy? Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Maya. Maya. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Show as always, there's a lot of buzz up in the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here.
I gotcha. So what's it this time?
It's a clock.
A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like the statue thinker. It tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys.
I'm all about I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Jeez.
Hey, now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell the clock isn't talking right now.
It's not working, that's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside it instead.
Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes.
And you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up. I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then.
Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger.
Okay, we'll hit the usual joint.
All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded. September 5th, 8:57 p.m., Fay & Co. Law Office. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
Sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that I saw that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you are not cognifarious of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Oh. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. No! The titties! That was not spectacular. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08, Fayco and Law Office. I'm late. Huh. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. Said her sister was coming over so we could all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Let's go to the office. That smell. Blood. Sales. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Who are you? She ran away. Waddle, waddle, waddled. And she waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. She ran out. Oh, you can totally see up her skirt. Her body is still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder, then all too quickly it began to fade until finally she was cold. Chief. Alright. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there's any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantaneously. What? Let's see if I can clip that really quick. That'd be funny.
smile, man. It was the smile.
There are some glass shards near her body. Must be pieces of the glass light stands. Broken room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from her hand. What could it be? Maya. The word is written in blood on a scrap of paper.
Mia,
Did Maya write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. We are not done, sir. It's the encrusted with the dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon again. Gonna slide over to here. Right, I better call the police. That's funny, a few screws in the receiver are missing. It's like someone's halfway through taking it apart. Police, open up, FBI! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. I think I found your new waifu. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. All she had to use the PC for was email. She picked it up, the ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Fay and Co. Ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Let's see. Let's move back. Here. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya? So Maya was writing this girl's name. I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Hold it! Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. It's my name. Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. What? Why would she write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. It's the 5-0 run. The police. Freeze, open up, FBI. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been the chick with the big boobies on the other side. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you? Oh, that's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed, you're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? She was arrested on the spot. I was taken for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, my knees weak, arms spaghetti. In the oven already with mom's spaghetti. For the trial already because it's the spaghetti. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September, do you remember? The very first trial in September. Maya was getting too wild and she just wanted to go and say, oh, 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 party on. Oh, sweet. What? I'm getting textual messages again. I had to laugh at that. Okay. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. It's almost like she's accused of a crime. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. Yeah, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought that. It's okay, I understand. Why do, like, all the people, so far both the accused, I've turned into southern voices, and I don't know why. I'm trying to do, a Kermit the Frog thing for her, but it's just not working right. Hello. Also, I heard about you. Heard about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ah, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil type. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Well, if you hadn't died, I might have been able to get some of that experience. You know what I mean? Just talking about getting in them titties. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. This is unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you, but no, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. Well, I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Let's talk about Mia. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? This? This is what you all alkalites wear. This is my uniform, you could say. Alkalites, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? That's strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been the evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Hear her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. Forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see the detective, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget them, good? Sure. Thanks. Tell me about spirit mediums. So you're an alkalite in training, or a medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spiritual world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. Had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that crap? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me a spirit then? And just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that'd be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. Said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. Well then, I'm in trouble. You think you could call him and ask him to represent me? Absolutely. Gives me something else to do with my time. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? What if the guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Well, when will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. Oh boy. Alright, we gotta go run some errands. Let's go move. Grossberg Law Offices. Yes, we will. September 6th. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. Let's examine some stuff really quick. Fancy painting. He's got... Ooh, he's a smoker. Table for clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell here. Someone here's got money to burn. A plant. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A solid mahogany. 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 The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves. Filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. What up, boy? How's it going at Kuro? Let's see. I'm gonna go to the law offices. It'd been pretty good. Did my first week at the new store and got a weekend off, and now I have to go through core again because it's been 3 years. So they're making me take the core class again. Otherwise, playing Phoenix Wright. I played through Bendy yesterday, whole game on stream. It only took like 4.5 hours maybe. And that was me looking at things and making fun of stuff too. I liked most of the game until the end. I did not like the ending. They owe what? What stupidity has unfolded? Why?
Oh, good God, that's hilarious. Oh my God. What is wrong with that?
This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, I didn't know. Did I know you from somewhere? But you're that Buds guy, aren't you? Oh, man. So they dumped... I'm still trying to process this over here, Kuro. Let's take all this crap and put it out here. Watch, I'm going to look at the forecast and it's going to say it's going to rain tomorrow. What's the forecast for tomorrow? There's no chance of... Wait. Looking at daily. No, there is a chance of rain on Wednesday. All I'm going to say is that they better start doling out the overtime. Excuse me. I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. How about that? That Butts guy, he was a killer. So how do they plan to accomplish this goal there, Kuro? I'm very interested. Interested in the trials and tribulations of the store I used to work at. I'm just glad it's not my problem. Chocolate. You're not the manager, so you don't got to worry about that. He was proven innocent. Right, and you're Detective Gumshoes. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoes. Gumshoe to you, pal. So, at my new store, their big problem at this store is nobody cleans up after themselves. It's probably the biggest problem I've seen. Walking around, just a lot of people leave cardboard in the back. They don't crush it. They just throw it in the back by the baler and walk off. A lot of little bits of trash everywhere. Yeah, a lot of them in the morning apparently think it's Cap 2's job to crush all the cardboard. But otherwise, it's a really mellow store. Their busy Fridays are the regular Tuesdays over at 2482. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Yeah, talking to people, they're oh wow, we're getting slammed, and I'm this is nothing. What are you talking about? We're getting slammed. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been on your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. Mia's autopsy report. About Mia? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this one trial you ain't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? Sure, you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Tell me about Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Nah. We don't know this guy. Never heard of him. Whoa, you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became the prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. Oh, good God. People are going to quit with Eileen in charge. Like, straight up, people are going to quit over that. Like, people will quit with Eileen as the co-manager. Not even kidding. Nobody wants to work for her. She is not a good manager. At least, I don't think she's a good manager. I think she treats people very poorly. He's a cold, heartless machine. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Well, I did a grocery and consumable class last week, and I had to do core this week, and just saying, I've learned the way they changed the responsibility structure a lot, so I could argue with her on that. Because Cap 2 and overnights are supposed to set the features. All I know for sure is that Edwards hates crime almost as an abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright, if you'll excuse me, sir, I need to take a look around. Oh, that bush looks good. Mia's favorite potted plant. Remember I had this bizarre name I can't ever remember. Cordyline Stricta, pal! Who was that? Ooh, a painting. Old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel across the way. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing is missing is Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still that Mia probably read all these. Let's see. Let's try here again. Still not back. Alright. Go hit up the detention center. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I'll see. Let me talk to you. What about your family? I only had my sister. We died. My father died when I was very young, deaf and doomed. I don't know where my mother is. She could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself. Flat as justice, just saying. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. So, was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder trial. It made quite a stir, and everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the presses. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became a laughing stock of the nation. I see. Wyatt. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Could you tell me about the day of the murder? No, it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence. I've been given eggnog. Pumpkin spice eggnog. This practically qualifies as a serial murder weapon right now. So then when did you arrive at the office? It was around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Let's see. Camera! And that gorgeous man. Alright, let's check out Grossberg again. Still not here. Oh, no, backspace. Go back to the law offices. I probably missed something here. Move. Let's see. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah. There we go. Go and present. Well, that, I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone number holds all little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. I was delivered eggnog. You're trying to confuse me? Sure, pal. I already checked the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Here you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Oh, yeah, I'm done. Thanks. Later. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. You better not. No influencing the witnesses with your lawyerly ways, pal. Boobalicious. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness. Yes. Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Ms. May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Aha! You're trying to use your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not going outside her room until the trial. You did miss the eggnog delivery. I'm just surprised Hobo doesn't just walk in here like during one of my streams to give me eggnog in his night costume. Just like walks in. He like bows down, does like a sire, gives me eggnog and wave him away and like backs away all cowardly. We're gonna go talk to Miss May. That bitch. The Gatewater. Why did I just get that? I played through this part. I got just to the trial part on my other save file. I just now got the Gatewater joke. Gatewater Hotel. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Number to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all something like out of a movie. I'm all so excited I hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. This beat is jamming, man. This is... Pretty sure this is the music Hank's gonna lose his virginity to. Two glasses on the table. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. The late summer sunlight is hitting the window. There's the law office across the way. You can see inside the room pretty clearly from here. Some art. Roses. Okay, here we go. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Well, she could be inside the drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. Or, you know that thing that occurred, happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please. Let me see, well, dream on. You want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Ooh, boy. Could you just, who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. I see there are two glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing power of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Ooh, boy. I don't want to present any evidence. I'm afraid to. Let's see if Grossberg's back yet. Seems like Mr. Grossberg's out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. That wasn't the most over-the-top clear to the throat I have ever heard.
Yes, so you're the one that has been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. Looks quite grand.
That bad on your collar. So you're the lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy then. How can Nookie get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see me, the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually it's about Maya Fey.
Yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Ta-ta. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on here? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him, the little D-bag. What do I tell Maya? I'm gonna slap you with... Wait. No, never mind. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me, why won't you take the case?
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister.
Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look somewhere else.
I think not.
What? Did she say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
Mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Ah, you noticed? That is my pride and joy. Expensive, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
I gotta see this. Second. This beat is jamming, man. Pretty sure this is the music Hank's gonna lose his virginity to. Oh, that's mean. I love it. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
Wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying it. Jeez. Alright, fatty, boombalatti. Back to the detention center to tell Maya that she's boned. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help, do you? I'm trying to figure out a good voice for May. You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her here and go home? I'm gonna defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, you aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. The way the lawyer refused to help May out, but more than that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. Unless it's a one-legged puppy who says, I'm gonna make it on my own. I know I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. I know, little brother. See, where is it? One sec, I gotta... Let's see. This is, oh yeah, here we go.
Here comes little brother. He can't make it on his own. Scrape right along while I'm singing the song. You know he was born to ramble and roam. Here comes little brother. He's got one leg up on life. Just one, that's right. He's the king of the dregs. With minus 3 legs, and he'll probably never take him a wife. Here comes little brother. He's got a pocket full of cash. He can barely stand up, your favorite one-legged pup. He'll do a 20-minute 100-yard dash. Little brother, maybe tenderfoot too. I can make it on my own. It's the little brother and maybe...
There we go. He's gonna make it, guys. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one. Get you out of here. Right, thank you. Well, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. Don't you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? I just gotta reach into the thing. When I tried to look into the drawer, she's tried to stop me. There has to be something in there. I'm gonna go back there, see if we can get back in there really quick. I'll be back, Maya. I'll see you tomorrow at the courthouse. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, are you, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Alright. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you're in no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave, sir. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah, wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance! Ah! I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick! I might ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Alright, yeah, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Right. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Oh yeah, we're going straight for the drawer. There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? We now have a wiretap in the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a store behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence tomorrow at the trial for that's for sure. For Maya's sake. Maya's. I'll get to the bottom of this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. We're gonna get to the bottom of things. Oh, bellboy. Oh, bellboy, still there. Uh-oh, gotta scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Right now. Those Game Boy noses, man. Courtroom number 1, moving up in the world. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. I may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. No, I'm changing Gumshoe's voice. I'm not doing like the professional thing. I'm changing his voice. I've just decided what it is. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map on the office to explain. The body was found here, where this penis-shaped object is. Right here. The cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of a thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. It's a clock. Floor plans added. 1 second. Let's see. Now, detective. Give me a second, I have to look. Okay, we got that. We got Maya, we got the wiretap, we got that. Oh yes, this is that conversation from the very beginning. Just want to make sure we have it all. And we got the autopsy, nice. Okay, now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had evidence. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. If we can get Miss April May in here, I can get the hard evidence for her. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Immediately, I arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction. It's more like this is like they find something. He's like sitting there going like, and then just suddenly like, ugh. When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would have some sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Something about her? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Hold it! All right, back up the fun bus, people. I got a question. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gateway Hotel, right across the street from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure if it did much, though. Right. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like a suspicious people at a crime scene. Does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. She picked my points to press with a little more care. Why is that? What's your reason? Why we had a witness describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Well, what? Miss Maya isn't suspicious. And she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoes. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Guess pressing can have its advantage. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it was the word Mia, written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence.
That eggnog could be a little harder.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm really embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I'll fucking fight you, man. I'll fucking fight you. This is delicious. Mmm! Delicious! You know what else is delicious that I have that you don't, Randy? I got Reese's. You know, like, I don't go out of my way to have peanut butter, but I love peanut butter cups. Okay. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Next to the victim's body, on it the word ring was written clearly in the blood. The victim's finger. Before she died. Cause of death, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Boom, headshot.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying? What, this isn't one of those lawyer tricks, now is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who could not have written it. There's a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from blunt trauma. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. There's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! That's she! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Mea. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham, Edgeworth. I'm a sham. Which one, guys? Which one? Which one are we saying? F. Edgeworth? Okay. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get a verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. They have lived for a few minutes after. Oh boy. Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't going good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. I know, isn't it convenient that he gets a freaking autopsy updated the morning of? Let Miss April May take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Boobylicious. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Oh, she jiggly. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton weeping. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. Try to capture the heart of every man in the courtroom. Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred. Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from Fanco Law Offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. That one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman was like, dodged to the one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. Yeah, and that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor. I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait! Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? Oh, I thought the witness testimony now was just quite firm, don't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in a perfectly good testimony. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Hell yeah! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin cross-examination. It was like 9. Hold it! Hold it! Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? You expecting something? Oh, well, gee. That's it, she can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with this trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop him. The poor girl.
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl. What about poor me?
You looked out the window. What did you see next? Then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey? Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How'd you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Not! I question it! Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. See, kids, this is what I'm gonna call a teachable moment. Don't follow major fashion trends, because you might be put on a murder trial. And they will identify you, and if you wear weird stuff, you won't get caught. Or you won't get falsely tried if you look weird. However, if you commit crimes while you look weird, you're going down. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, this court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness account. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? I sneezed. This is clown court. Clown court, kangaroo court. This is clown court. The hell kind of trial is this? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran to the right. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock thing. From the presser on that, how did she know it was a clock? A clock? And didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. A clock? Wait. Oh, I just got the same thing again.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. We all would, Randers, we all would. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person, much the same position as you are, recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. All that's important. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course, yes. You withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only one. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Well, no, he redeemed himself there. He redeemed himself. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law office of Fanco? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law office of Fanco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. It's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing the clockwork. Because remember on the phone, Maya told Maya she took the clockwork out to hide evidence in it. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see anything interesting? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rang. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. The clock was empty. Somehow he knew it. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. But Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Probably the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then?
Take that!
Take that! Take a look at this! Ooh, it's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. This is my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Owen Gumshoe overlooked it. That good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. It's not working. I had to take the clockwork out. 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness ever arrived at her hotel room. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. The witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? The witness claims she has seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything's sold in stores. Yep, made by my man Butts. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, wait, I need my sunglasses so I can do it. Yeah! Oh, excuse is not on sale today. She's going Super Saiyan. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Silly me. Did I lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder. The wiretap.
Take that!
Have a look at this. That. Found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya's Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple, bucko.
What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock.
Take that!
I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the victim and the defendant. Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Say, well, actually, this shit not wanting to hold off me. Again? What's this time? Oh, it's a clock. It's made to look like a statue. The finger, and I think it tells you the time, oh boy.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me that way? You lawyer. It's not fair. Oh, you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court seen the real Miss April May now. Now deal a final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping or irrelevant? I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder? Like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought of that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why? That's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Peppo detective. Let me see if I have access to it. Hey, where's my better Twitch chat? Did it get uninstalled? Let's see, extensions. Still have it installed. Did they turn it off? Let's see. Oh, they're on. Check something here, huh? Did Twitch disable the chat? I'm seeing Daniels. Check something really quick. Why can't I see better Twitch? I'm not seeing the button for it. That is curious. That's something I'll have to look into in the future. I'm not seeing any of the it says it's on, like I'm looking at it, it's saying it's on, but it's not toggle it really quick. Ah, I see what happened here. Apparently it logged me out. 1 second, let me reload the page. Be right back. I'm not actually closing the stream down, I'm just exiting it and reloading it. Huh, it still isn't showing me the I'll have to figure out what's going on. It's not showing me any of the better Twitch chat stuff. There's those. Let's see, yeah, it's not showing them. Don't know what to tell you. Try. Did it work that time? Yeah, I'm not seeing them for some reason. I might have to uninstall it and reinstall. I don't know, I just now noticed it's not working. Huh. I see Guppy Re, but I don't see all of them. Like I'm seeing some of them and not all of them. Anyways, back to the game. You don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have like regular coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Asked the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I can tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Oh, well, let's call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. Objection! I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. It's clown court. However, if you agree to one condition, I will consent to calling this witness. condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss May Fay. That is my condition. What? You better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? We're gonna accept this condition. We don't give up. Clown court! Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. I understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait! Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. This is clown court! This is clown court! I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I know. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. He has the tea tray because they called him in as a witness while he was working, so he just brought it with him. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Cross-examination. I am the head bellboy at the Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations.
Hold it!
I have a question. What exactly is it that you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, check out guests, clean rooms, make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May into room personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Let's see. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. No, the receipt is... So this receipt was next to Maya, who got killed. Or Mia that got killed was next to her, and it has Maya's name, who's the defendant. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir.
Hold it!
9 on the dot, you say? Yes, sir. I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Hold it! Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that I brought it then. Oh, bellboy, tea. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Exactly! Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time?
Hold it!
Hold it! You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so absolutely, it's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so certain? Well, when I brought the room service, she, the guest, favored me with an embrassiere, sir. Embrassiere? Is that French for embrace? It is French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. Hagar, Miss May was up to something. I wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. Nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
Can't let this happen, can I? Protest! Wait, please wait.
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth.
All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This really is it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service. Check in. When she checked in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, all right, very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was really disappointing. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Or rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who he asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir.
You fool!
I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Woof. It's been previously revealed that Miss May was tapping the victim's phone line. Second, I gotta bring up something. Alright, if it happens again, I'm gonna press this button. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Oof! Oof!
Oh, I wish I could add that sound effect to the game. Every time it does that, just oof. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today. All today for the trial of Mayor Fay. Court is adjourned. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. You were really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. Well, if you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man, Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyways? I heard they arrested her. I guess she learned her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe. So, sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. That might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do, if at all. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued, right after I save the game. Yes. This clown court, man. I now see how our legal system actually works. Visitor's room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Nah, you stinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen, Miss May. No, not really. There's something I want to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask me then? Oh, she disappeared. That man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way. Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Creep. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom. Let's see. Try to present some evidence to her. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. Get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Hey, guess what? Let's see. What should I present? I'm just like presenting everything to her. Can't figure out what do I put the cell phone. No. I'll be back. I'll be back. September. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, I dare say so myself. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Rep. Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where murderers used a wiretap. You can charge a premium for the room, of course. It would be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream. So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Let's see. I met the man with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I were the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. We are totally in agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. Get a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I can identify him. Now, Miss May. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? He means banging. Did you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on the subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently this hotel is known as the Gatewater. Was that we had a subtitle. The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. What do you think? Yeah, sounds great, whatever floats your teeth at. Let's examine the room. Nice weather again today, I can see. Ah yes, I'm trying to install. $5 earn you 3 minutes of a view to the kill. Just kidding, sir. A bottle and 2 glasses. Please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. Talk of the hotel industry. There's still a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. The drawer of terror, the hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. Let's go talk to Grossberg. Hey! There's a picture! What's this? Old photo? Old photos are 2-line here. Something's been written in pencil on the back. DL 6 instant DL Exhibit B. I know who that is. Look at this guy. Want that one. Oh, so you can only take one? Oh, you can only take one of the photos. Okay. Back to the hotel. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? Write that affidavit down. The bellboy who swore the affidavit. Hurry up and write it. Alright. See if we can switch the photos out again. Ah! Damn, can't switch the photos. Okay. You again! Can't you take a hint? Back here is because you won't talk to me, so it's my fault now. You have the you don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. Then I'm shaving my head. Look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling. Where did you? Aha, reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Where? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No! That's not right. Do you have proof that was him? Show me proof. Bellboy's affidavit. This is it, all or nothing, time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. You don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to the murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes! Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man? He's my boss. Red White, the president of information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White, information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Oh man. Red White. Finally a lead on this guy. What? How would we get rid of the affidavit? We could have used that in court. Going to Blue Corp. Why is it green? What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please, furnish me with the title of your personage. Your name? What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title of that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirable. Mr. Wright, isn't it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my grand giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenge. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney, fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with men such as myself? Yipes. This guy's arrogance meter's off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretary. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure her we do not condone illegal methods. It is inevitable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder, were you in April May's room and hotel? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me in the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Hey! That's Grossberg's painting! What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Yeah, in case you're wondering, Blue Corp was named after color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, founder and CEO, named it so. And why you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fanta blue, fantabultastic. Fantabulistic, yeah, fantabulistic, whatever. That painting, there's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before, you know? I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zip. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that, sorry excuse for an attorney. Grudy burger. What? Oof. Ooh. Had to throw the oof in. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lair, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it. Or it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder. Is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your comprehension, I'm sorry. You came here from Grudy Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg? Yes. You must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. It's a little scary. Impressive lineup of trophies. Judges' cooperation, special good try. Let's go talk to Grossberg. I don't think he's noticed me standing there. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jehoshaphat. Oh, it's you. What's wrong? What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's this dear sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
That's before, but why did you refuse a request? You have a right to know.
All right, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry. It's just need more time to think about it, my boy.
So, I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something's been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, Harold, my boy.
See, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day. The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office.
Huh. You noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg,
I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof.
Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest at ease again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate.
What's he talking about?
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels at finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. All because of DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
Name on the back of the photographs.
As you suspect, I could not stand in defense of Mayor because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
That's the connection.
It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White might be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone and gives them an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound and able to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years.
What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code for the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. Received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
Medium?
Her name was Misty Fay.
Hey!
Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed, and as a result, the police called her a fraud. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. Yes, they couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him.
Told White?
He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. As I told the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail.
I see.
White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She follows every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
Thank you, sir. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Maybe I should have another look. Let's see. Books. TL6 incident. Read it! I have tarnished the Fey name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was a man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So me and you, Grossberg. Let's see. Look at for W. White. Huh. Let's go ahead and look in the middle one too. Just for funsies. Okay. Let's see. A suicide. Ugh. Wait. White. Let's find the most disturbing one. By his desk, perfectly clean as always. Looks like that's everything. Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you want to challenge him, you could present this in court. Wait. Let's try to be court. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. I hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. Your Naxi accident maybe occurred. Do I make myself clear? Johnson, I will not think less of you. Let's see. Oh, wait, we gotta back up. Backspace. About this matter. Mr. White, see this? This is an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. This concerns me. How? Found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia, she had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled a single word. White. Mr. Wright, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You're threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You're involved in all the suicide cases that me investigated. This company is built around blackmail. Right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wrong, Mr. White. What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you, and she was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone, and then Mia was murdered. All the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be? Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. In the Mia Fey case, I witnessed the murder. You see? And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing in front of me. He looks dazed. Could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner. The hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? This isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, and as was Ms. Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Ms. Mia's killer. Case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. Be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make you look even you look incompetent. Feel faint? Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Now we're in the detention center. Can't believe it's only a day since the first trial. Trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set me up for a trap for me. The prosecution will be in honored, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now. Yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? Explain what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My sister and now you and my mother. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Defend me in court! Oh, God. Huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? Better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Oh, God. Wait! What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. Can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then. Come to the trial tomorrow. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Oh man, this is riveting. First I was defending the girl, now I'm defending myself. I made Boobarella all mad. Oh man. He's out of control. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Mr. Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth, no matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, and to avoid being found out, there's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know? Don't expect any special treatment. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Defense attorney isn't even here. They're not. I'll be defending myself? What? Okay, let's do this. How can you question and cross-examining yourself? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crimes. I see. Prosecution may call to witness. Why didn't the judge ask if Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. Anyone's got to raise an objection about it, so it's me. But raise an objection. So Edgeworth, you know an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Fay? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Ms. May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Let's see how bad I get railroaded. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh shit, he got bling. Enter your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. Blanco is supposed to be Nino. White boy. I am CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Well, I tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't get this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world? I'm the last man standing. Bling bling. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that's reading, to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over. These things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well. Defendant, Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what's the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. Happened soon after the room service arrived. Press a little further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testifies that he did not see you at the time. Is this your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside her room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time?
Hold it!
By the window, you mean the one directly across from Fane Co. office? Correct! That is the only window you see. And there you were reading. Papers. Correct! The Great Water is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. I heard the bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? Must have been when you attacked, I assume. We'll see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I'm no snoop peeping out the windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right, you've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Hey, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated he said it looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. Don't add them together. Let's just try and say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is this judge on anyway? What did you do then? They were at lunch. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss Day doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she'd been tapping the Faye office phone? It has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White. I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. She ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked, but you ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Just saying. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Perhaps we could change our testimony to reflect this new detail. Victor ran to the left and you gave chase.
Objection!
Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. Well, that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran to the right. Oh, simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. Killer was here. The victim was here. The victim ran to the left as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Uh-oh! Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face.
I think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? They're both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. He was not in the hotel. Where could he have been? In the law office of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Oh man.
Take that!
This is where he was. Look. Ran for the door. He was watching from this point. As she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. That's where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this court will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion!
Objection!
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with such entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her, savagely, that's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her, and delivered the final blow. Died from a blow. She died from a single hit. See, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. You be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. Okay. So the girl first, she ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next to the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. So you hit her twice.
Objection!
I object. Mr. White! The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told the court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quiet. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. The witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping away now. Mr. White? Okay. He's not so happy. Oh, well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. In the next moment, I saw Miss Maya run to the left. the killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And you did her in with a blow. Thwap! That thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin cross-examining. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. See, I looked at the other window and I heard that thing fall. Hold it! What thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Doesn't something strike you odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White! You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. And change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Witness to revise his testimony. Okay, of course. Light stand was laying on the floor when I looked. Hold it! The glass stand was laying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell me about this stand before? Why? Why me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment! Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. It's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness badger any further. Mr. Wright! And from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. The witness may continue his account. And to the left, the killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. You turned and ran to the door, and you did her in with a single blow. Wow. Now we got the problem is, now he's saying the stand was laying on the ground. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? Stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly, when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious I saw the stand before it fell over? So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That'd be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo. I mean, a big problem here. The problem is that, Mr. White, let me make sure you have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Why couldn't he have? Do you have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Take that! Look at this. These are floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. You're to look through the window at the office. This is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? He lost it. Mr. White, you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim. You could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell, either. There's no way you would have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor? I miss Mia. Like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? Said you should confess your crime. Here we go. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, Mr. Edgeworth. Explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Ms. Faye. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached Faye & Co. law offices. This is when I saw that cursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen this stand, the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been in that office well before the murder took place. When he went to the place... Oh! That's gonna be the key. I bet you she bought the lamp. And that's the receipt for it. I bet you it is. Revealed for the basis conjecture it is. Testify the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Correct! That's right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Cross-examination. It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
Hold it!
Do you have proof?
Objection!
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right.
Hold it!
Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May?
Objection!
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. They were obviously Mr. White's. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices.
Hold it!
Why did you tap Mia's phone line? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. You have a responsibility to protect client confidential information.
Hold it!
Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? Light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing. It deserves attention, does it not? That is it. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. This is the beginning. Wait, this is as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore, Mr. Wright. Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby, what happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're finally awake. Ah! And we pass out again. Hey, Phoenix! Ah! It's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? You accepted your defeat in court. It appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true power. So Maya is channeling you, Maya? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Maya. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what you came here to tell you. Now I have a logistics question. I have a logistics question, okay? If you banged her, would you be hooking up with sisters? Or would it still only count as Maya? Like, how does that work? Like, are you banging Ghost Sister, like, at the same time as Sister? Or how does that work? I need to know. It's for science. I'm trying to settle a bet. Yeah, that's it. Settling a bet. So it counts as hooking up with both. That's what we're saying. We're gonna go with it counts is so you could say it's a ghostly threesome. And this is the kind of discussions that lead us to world peace. So I just think it's important. All right, I needed to clear that up before I went any farther. That I came to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen, you've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah? Yeah? The one you wrote mail on? Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So, what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. So he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent now, just have to prove it. Right! Got him! See?
Got him!
Court will reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant Prada? Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. What's required now is you to pass judgment on the defendant, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Blah, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor? Could you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, the glass light stand. And the date of the purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fake Cove offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, this is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix, Wright. What? No way, can he warns me out of this one? Oh wait, I forgot it's Edgeworth. There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. Any time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Is this bad? Mr. White's guilty as obvious. So no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Is anyone going to call Mr. White to trial? It would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. Objection denied. What? This is clown court! Oh boy. Mr. Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Mia's memo. The list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. I may. You're quite persistent today, right? You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the finger. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Literally, like the spirit helped. I guess you could say that. Well, how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, and rather, the defendant, Mr. Wright, not guilty. Seriously, look at that. That is all. The court is adjourned. Big titty ghost waifu stays the day. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. Glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. Don't forget it, I won't forget it as long as I live, which is gonna be like the next 2 minutes. As long as you live, my time here is running out. Maya's powers are still weak. Can't stay here that long. But what? No! There's still so much to say. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not not Chief anymore. I'm Corpse. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight at, say, 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! "9:02. You came, Mia. It's kind of worried you might not. Of course I came. Well then. Pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Whoa! You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Mia! Mia? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Mia, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Mia Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. It's like I thought. Let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Mia here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you, Nick. You know what this means. We're partners! You know, when I think about it, it is Mia's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah! Thanks, Mia. Good luck. Oh man. I'll always be here watching. He was gasping at the titties. Let's do it, huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. That would be episode 2. Turnabout Sisters, episode 2. So, the next episode, next time we play Phoenix Wright, will be episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. Yeah, no. I'm gonna close that. Close that down before we give away too many spoilers. But yeah, so we will continue that again. I think that'll be a fun game to perhaps every Sunday we'll do Phoenix Wright going forward until we finish it. Cause man,
Dosh! Oh shit! God fucking damn!
Oh, that wasn't the one I thought it was gonna be. Oh, there we go.
Got him!
We got him. I love this website, just so you know.
Wake me up! Wake me up inside! Can't wake up! Wake!
You think I did all right with the voices? With my goofing? I think I did the Grossberg the best, honestly. I think he was the best one I did, the rich dude, the rich lawyer. Out of all of them, I think that was my best one. I'll be honest, I think that was the best out of them. Let's see. Where was the track I was playing earlier? No, not there. I want to go to... No, back... No. So we can do a frank discussion. This track is fire. This is like relaxing. This is good relaxing music right here. It's a jazz version of Dark Coffee from, I think it's Phoenix Wright 2. That's when Godot is introduced. But, yeah, I think we'll probably continue this in the future. do some more Phoenix Wright. Maybe make it, you know, Phoenix Wright Sundays or something like that. I'm still playing tons of Dead by Daylight. I made it to rank 7 Survivor earlier today. Dude, I am suddenly being really good when I play Survivor. Like, stupidly good. But anyways, guys, I will call it a night. You guys want me to do more? If you guys have like a game idea you want me to do, or if you want me to continue like this game series, go ahead and pop it in the Discord. I'd love to get feedback like that. And if there's anything you think I should do or shouldn't do, hit it up in the Discord. There is a Twitch feedback channel for it. Anyways, guys, I gotta get ready for bed because I do have to work in the morning. So, good night, y'all. Have fun with your Warcrafts. Later.